friends, welcome to Ivy's Fortress. I'm Ashante, your reading friend, and today we have The Nature Journal, A Backyard Adventure by Savannah Allen. In the back, it shows that they're having a good little end of the day, watching the sunset, just enjoying each other's presence. From my brief peek at this book, this is a father and son adventure, and it's very heartwarming because it reminds the father of the times that he was little. And man, our childhood can be some of the most greatest, can hold some of the greatest memories that we ever have in our lives. So let's see what this father and son are doing on their adventure. I'm gonna grab my glasses, put them on. Much better. All right. The Nature Journal by Savannah Allen. It's a big world. Tim has always loved nature. His dad always taught him to explore and adventure through their own backyard and record his observations in a nature journal. But one day, when Dad is too busy to look at his findings, Tim climbs up to the attic and embarks on an adventure of his own that celebrates the special bond between him and his dad. The Nature Journal is an imaginative and heartwarming story of love and nature for the youngest budding explorers. Now, if you're a kid that likes to pick up rocks or look at different types of bugs outside, I think this is a book just for you. So please, please, please keep your exploring nature as we read this story, and I hope it gives you good tips and tricks for your next adventure. The Nature Journal, A Backyard Adventure by Savannah Allen. This is a Vikings published book. And here's our dedication here. Tim and his dad were like bacon and eggs. They were great together. Tim's favorite thing to do was to explore outside, just like his dad did when he was a kid. He observed, he collected, and he recorded it all in his nature journal. One day, after an afternoon of collecting, Tim decided to gather his findings and share them with his dad. "I can't wait to show him," said Tim, and waited. But his dad wasn't ready, so he waited and waited and waited. Soon, Tim grew tired of waiting, so he decided to climb up to the attic. The attic held his dad's dearest treasures: scrapbooks, nature journals, pictures, all dusty and torn, but full of the adventures that his dad took before Tim was born. Tim read and read his dad's journals. Until he couldn't keep his eyes open. Drifting in the sky with his dreamy, dreamy mind, going through the adventure. That's just my words. On to the next, climbing and growing and going across bridges that had no parallel handbars. So we ran with agility, coordination, and speed to see what was next, and it was a camel ride. Dad! He caught up with his dad, and they got to looking for the pictures that he had when he was young. And it looks like he went to the sea to find a sea turtle, and he wanted to find a magnificent magic leaf. But as they concluded their sea travels, they traveled up to the mountains, reaching the peaks with snowy grounds, tall green trees, looking back into how far they came. and back to the close of his endless but fascinating dream. When Tim woke up, he didn't want to forget a single thing. He scribbled down his dreams as fast as he could. "There," whispered Tim. "We are great together." When the day was nearly over, Dad went looking for Tim all through the house. But then he knew exactly where he'd be. When he found Tim, he knew just what to say. "I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today." He looked at Tim's drawings closely and smiled proudly. "You know, of all my adventures, being your dad is my favorite one. What do you say we add some pages tomorrow?" And they did. It's like they went looking for some flowers, discovering new species of snails, and catching butterflies. What a wondrous nature adventure. Now, 2, learn a little bit about our author and illustrator. Savannah Allen, or Sav for short, is a self-taught author-illustrator out of Nashville, Tennessee. Sav never grew out of her love for books, for children's books, and spends her time filling her home library with books from all over the world. Growing up biracial, she rarely saw herself on the people around her in her stories, so she spends her time intentionally creating warm, loving, and full characters that represent us all. She can be found online at savannahleeallen.com. Wow. I will say nothing but an inspiring book. And even beyond some of the face value stuff, sometimes the world doesn't encourage us to indulge in our gifts, talents, and skills that come to us naturally. I know I am not a fan of being outdoors. I mean, it is probably one of my least favorite activities. However, my daughter is not like that. She loves rocks, she loves bugs, I'll take that back. She loves to look at bugs. She wants to learn how to climb trees, and I just don't have the formula or the expertise to share that with her. But the least I can do is provide her a safe environment to let her go and be in the exploring world of nature and figure it out. So sometimes I may not know everything, but if you create an adventure out of it, use your imagination, it'll blow your mind how much you realize you know and you didn't know before you started. So, indulge in your skills, indulge in your talents, and practice them until they become as great as you are. That's all I have for you, friends. Bye! We truly enjoy sharing our adventures with you here at Ivy's Fortress. If you do too, like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, what are you doing? It is your choice, but we'll race you there. Bye!